Question number 8, Darien Fenton.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Labour. When he goes to the International Labour Organisation conference in Geneva next week, does he intend to repeat his comment that New Zealand's employment law is unworkable, sloppy and creating real problems?
Speaker.
Honourable Simon Bridges.
No, I think the member's being a little bit tricky in her quotation. What I actually said was that our employment law is fundamentally sound, but certainly there are parts that should be changed to achieve a more flexible and fair labour market, and that's exactly what this government's doing.
Supplementary.
Order. Supplementary question, Darien Fenton.
What exactly are the parts of New Zealand's employment law that he thinks are unworkable, sloppy and creating real problems?
Speaker.
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, if the member had watched an excellent interview on Q&A, she would have been given several examples of moderate centre-right employment policy that this government's promoting. One was 6A, where I made clear that there are issues around holidays pay and transferring them over that are very difficult to work.
Supplementary question, Darien Fenton.
Will he be asking the opinion of the ILO Director General, Guy Ryder, whether he agrees with the Minister's assessment that New Zealand's employment law is unworkable, sloppy and creating real problems? If so, will he share the Director General's opinion with the rest of New Zealand when he gets back from his trip to Geneva?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
We'll see how it goes.
Supplementary question, Darien Fenton.
Does he agree that one of the very sloppy and unworkable parts of New Zealand employment law currently is that there's a $6 an hour gap between Australia and New Zealand minimum wages? And if so, will he be following the example of Wellington in promoting a living wage?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Mr. Speaker, no, and the fact of the matter is that our minimum wage, as a proportion of the average wage in New Zealand, is the highest minimum wage in the OECD.
Order.
Supplementary
question, Darien Fenton.
Does he agree with the Prime Minister's comments on the 27th of May that a law change to allow employers to take on temporary workers when permanent staff are on strike or locked out was not on the government's agenda? And if so, will he be voting for Jamie Lee Ross's Employment Relations Continuity of Labour Amendment Bill?
Mr. Speaker, in the wider context of everything I'm sure the Prime Minister said, I certainly do agree with the Prime Minister.
Order. Question number 9, Dr. Paul Hutchison.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister of